Pat Pathaday and Mike Hatch from Fantel Consulting. We are here to talk about ShowCycle. So first of all, can you tell me exactly what ShowCycle does? What is the product?
Yeah, ShowCycle is an event management software built on Salesforce. It's a Salesforce native app, and it is certified and available on App Exchange. It has all the features that you expect in an event management software, starting from floor plan management. It's got floor plan management, financials, it's got priority points, it's got sponsorship management, advertising, all aspects that you need, they're right built into Salesforce, into ShowCycle.
So what does ShowCycle do that other similar platforms don't do?
Well, other platforms are individual, isolated applications. That's what I think about. But what ShowCycle is part of Salesforce. It is part of the ecosystem. It is part of the Salesforce platform. It's always open to integration. It is a certified app. That means all the code is reviewed by Salesforce. It is secure and it is blessed. So it's got the Salesforce certification. It is open to integration, completely, well documented, open to all kinds of APIs that it can integrate with other App Exchange products like DocuSign, MailChimp, Marketo, or any of these other popular applications, QuickBooks, are all included in Salesforce, and that can automatically integrate right out of the box. You don't have to break your head about how to integrate things.
So talk about the level of customization that ShowCycle affords organizers.
There are different levels of customization. It ranges from something very small like a field, and we don't do it. Any user on Salesforce, they can add as many number of fields, as many types of fields. They can lay it out wherever they want, and that's the easiest, simplest form of customization. Then, if you want something like reports, unlimited number of reports, you can have any kind of reports, you can build any kinds of dashboards. If you call them, I really don't call them customization, it's just using something like that. If you use Excel spreadsheet and how you can write a formula, that's not really customization. So that is one type of thing that people think it's customization. It is custom for other applications, but not in ShowCycle and in Salesforce. It's just built in and you just think of it and you add it. Real customization comes, I think, when you need to do something really fancy, some calculation, some export or integration with something else. That is where some developer might be needed. That is also very easy because API and everything is open and people can do what they want. Salesforce brings a lot of other stuff like process flow automation, where you can think of a wizard and you want the process flow to work out. You do all those things very easily, it just works. So it's like almost like a macro in Excel, how you can write some macros. Some people do that. That's how it would be. So I think it's less of customization, more of configuration and just thinking, and it just works.
So do you have to be some kind of Salesforce ninja to use ShowCycle? Or if you're not familiar with Salesforce, is it fairly easy to learn?
Yes, it is very easy to learn. You don't have to be a ninja, as you put it. If you are, for instance, if you're good in Excel, as simple as that. If you know how to create spreadsheets and tabs, and almost everybody knows how to do it. Salesforce is almost like on steroids, Excel on steroids. So it's pretty easy to understand, get it, and just lay out things. And I know lots of people who are friends and colleagues in the industry who use Salesforce very, very confidently. They can import data, they can create fields, they can do reports, they can do layouts, and they have no formal training in technology. They're not developers, they're just power users of Excel, if you mind, and now they've become power users of Salesforce.
So what's the specific problems that you're trying to solve with ShowCycle? It seems that there are lots of other event management platforms around, and you've chosen to go in a direction that, the foundation is Salesforce. Were you thinking about some specific issues that organizers have right now with the other platforms when you went in this direction. So
Yes.
what's the problem you're trying to solve and why this approach?
Several. So if you go to the fundamental thing, Salesforce as a platform removes the problem of software obsolescence. Your software, whatever you invest, your investment is never obsolete.
Yeah.
Other applications that we know of, they are literally cast in stone. To go from one version to another, they have to make a lot of investments, and therefore it doesn't come out so easily. And then people have to keep on upgrading. That problem we have removed. So we are always secure, we are always safe, and we are always moving on with the next version. That's because the platform moves automatically. So that is number one. Software obsolescence is obsolete. Right? And it is true. So the risk is lower, right? So you're guaranteed that you're automatically upgraded and you're keeping up with the latest and greatest. Yeah. Salesforce does a lot of new inventions and innovations, like they've got in their ChatGPT intelligence and integration, so that is automatically available. Then there's a huge amount of customization and configuration that we talked about is so easy, anybody can do it. You don't have to depend on us or anybody. As long as you understand the Salesforce technology, you can hire anyone and do any little coding or any configuration that you want. You can easily get it done on your own. You're not dependent on us as a product developer. So that's the second thing. So you're very free to do that. And the third thing is you have this vast ecosystem, right, of Salesforce. Almost every platform, every application that you have, whether it is SAP, whether it is MailChimp or any of these applications, they're all available on Salesforce and they integrate. That means they have those connectors ready-made. You put in the connector and data just flows. So huge number of things, these kind of things, and other advantages like literally unlimited number of reports, unlimited number of dashboards, and those kind of analytics are huge. Those are just baked in, built in. It's all free, just built in. So these are some of the advantages.
In addition to that too, Michelle, the community of talent that's out there that is already familiar with Salesforce.
Yeah.
You don't have that with any other event management application that's out there. So in addition to obsolescence being obsolete, if you do have somebody that leaves you, there is plenty of talent out there that you can bring in quickly to use the platform, and you really don't lose much momentum. The other thing that Pat did not mention, which was an issue for us with a previous firm, is that the platform is multilingual and also multi-currency.
Yes.
Just built into the program. And I think that's one of the key advantages here. Everything that's built in to the platform that does not require additional expense or cost for another module, et cetera. That's huge, because the after cost for a lot of these systems can get very pricey.
So currently we support Spanish right out of the box, Spanish, French, German, Portuguese, and Chinese.
So let's talk about the types of organizations that are most suitable for ShowCycle.
So we can, right out of the box, it is immediately useful and immediately you can put it to use. So it does have the conference component also. So that's easy. But you can start with even one or two people. There are many trade shows, conferences, but there are only one or two people, and that's perfect because you just buy the license and you start using, because it's all built in and you do everything yourself. And most of these people, for the smaller ones, they do almost everything, right? They do at different times of the show cycle, they do different things. And they can do this. This is just built in. It is self-serve on the portal. Go anywhere you want. It's mobile, etc., etc. If you come to the larger organizations, which are 5 users or 10 users, 20 users, it works for them too. And they've got they've got deeper requirements, usually customizations or configurations, multiple shows, more dashboards. more processes, all that is supported. So whether you have 1 or 2 users, or whether you've got 10 or 20 or 30 users, it should still be the same. And it's also, I think we touched upon this, but you can have multiple shows. So any number of shows. So an organizer could have 50 shows, could have 10 years of history. So that could be 50 shows times 10. It could be 500 shows all in one place. Whole lot of analytics, whole lot of trending. That's huge. 500 shows with so much data is easy. If you want to create a new show, you got the same accounts, you got all the history. You can sell to the new show. You can set up a new, line of business. So all that is in one single application.
So is it suitable for associations as well as enterprise level organizations? I would think that enterprise types of organizers, let's use Salesforce, who has Dreamforce, right? Obviously, this would be a natural for them, but is it, as suitable for trade associations? Like, who would use this?
So quick answer is yes. It doesn't matter whether it's an association or a trade show or a consumer show or whether it's an enterprise show. I think it all fits very well for anybody's needs.